Welcome back to Share the Hope. Today we're going to be making my favorite Swedish meatball recipe that was passed down from my mom. It's an easy recipe, and we're going to share it with you so you can share it with your family. It's a special recipe because my mom loved to cook, and she found it and put it away on one of her recipe cards, and I happened to get it, and I said, oh, that was Mom's famous Swedish meatballs. And so we want to share it with you. A basis to stay together. I'm on my sixth one right now, and what you're doing is I'm grinding them. I'm making sure that they're ground very small and tiny. You don't want to go too big. You want to be able to make sure that they get all through the mixture itself. And I'm getting close to my end. I have two more that I have to get. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does require a certain amount for a certain total. So this is the last of the crackers. And then what I'm doing is I'm just grinding them because they're going to go into the meat thing. Now that's it for the cracker. Let me put that in there. And then I have,
you already have the saltine. So now you need
pepper.
to put 1/4 teaspoon pepper.
We don't have a lot of pepper left, so
That's probably about 1/4 teaspoon in there, don't you think?
yeah, that's about a quarter.
These ingredients are not sponsored. Walmart, we're here for you.
Okay. And what I do is I try to start off, you want to get all paper that is stuck to the... You out there, would you please get me a towel, Frankie? You want to get all of this off. Then what I try to do is I try to crumble it. You want it mixed in, but you want to crumble it first, because sausage seems to have a tendency to stick more together, where hamburger does crumble a little bit better, but you can start to crumble it, and it doesn't have to be a certain consistency, but you want to make sure that it's thoroughly mixed, and that's where you're getting this to smaller pieces. Okay, I think that's done for that. So wipe my hands. Now we have the ground chucks right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to mix that with the sausage. And again, like I said, this is they crumble it pretty much ahead of time. But like I said, you want to make sure that it's thoroughly mixed before you start to make your sausage or your meatballs. So I'm going to start small and just break it up. Yep, this you can tell how it starts to get thicker, and you know, you want to make sure it's good. You know, I would even recommend not this. I'm going to go put it in. You look to see if that's about the consistency.
That looks right to me.
Okay, so that's about the right size. Now this is going to take us some time because, like I said, to see how big they need to be, you want them as consistent across the border, but like I said, you know, it's going to take some time rolling them. You know, so you want them so that they're all the way across. And like she said, we're gonna put flour on them eventually, and that's what's gonna probably create I call the gravy. Okay, I think that's about much.
Alright, so medium heat. We have to brown these meatballs, and then I'm going to add about 1 to 2 cups of the unsalted beef broth. Now, if you see a tube entering the shot, mainly because I have a diabetic pump, so I do apologize. But I'll do have to do this part quick, so don't mind me. I know, most people are going to do a big stir, but I don't want the meatballs to lose their form. So let's do that. This is how Mom taught me. So my grandma taught my mom. My grandma passed sadly when I was just after I was born. And I didn't get to experience her cooking. Let's see. Just put a little, spread it around. And yes, I understand no measuring cup. You precise cookers, you put your measuring cups in here. There we go. Now, I'm going to move this down to a simmer. Or lower simmer. Okay, it's time to make the gravy with your leftover flour and broth. You're gonna boil it. And then after bringing it to a boil, you mix in your broth, your flour, and you make it the consistency you want. If you want like a smoother consistency, add a little more of your beef broth. Other than that, you just keep a little more flour if you want the chunkier consistency. And we're about done, guys.
Zucchini's good. Cooked well. Did you do oven?
And broil.
And broil. Yeah, you got definitely a flavor there.
And now what about the gravy with the Swedish meatballs?
Gravy. I don't see gravy.
Look on the top.
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has flavor, depth to it. It's very good.
What would you rate the overall meal?
I'd say at least a 9.5.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I like the zucchini because they're fresh. That's it, guys. You can try this meal anytime. It doesn't take long to prep and to do. And I hope you enjoyed it today. Thumbs up. Smash that bell button and subscribe. Bada bing, bada boom. See ya.